We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Trying again, following the sack. He fires one deep down the middle. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
3rd and long, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
From the shotgun, Khan. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Everyone kill. 26.
1st down, here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll go with another punt, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. No return on that punt, and the Saints will get set to take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Breaks through, and he might break away. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
What now? 6:37. Hey, 7:34. You ready?
Here's Carr. Finds him over the middle. Running in the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Reed now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah! 26.
Hand off to the back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak off the play fake. Buying some time right. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up.
Here we go. 26.
They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys reach pay dirt for the first time this game. They kept it on the ground. Airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And, well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Another run for Kamara. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Pistol snap to Carr. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He has the burst over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. It's a 14-7 game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the start of the second. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Carr throwing on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think? Grab, kill. What do you think?
Here's Prescott. Catch made over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
From the 35 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Hey, 47. What do you think?
Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Yeah! What do you think?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Then we're going to 53. What do you think?
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
Yeah!
Lone back gets the handoff. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys face a 4-point deficit. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. But new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Carr here from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's second down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
You're mine. Kill. That's it.
Back to the air. Carr. This is complete to Olave. Get some space around midfield. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting it.
He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Complete out to the right side. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Yeah!
Here's Prescott, first and 10. Completed to his running back.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Yeah, here we go! Like that.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the 43. He's still going at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Another throw for Prescott. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Going ground on first and goal. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Carr with it on first. Allen on the catch. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 694. What's up?
From the shotgun, Carr. And that one's going to hit the turf.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Carr with it on 3rd and short. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 58 yards on the punt there. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Here we go.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he drives this forward to the 26-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Second and 6 coming up here.
Yeah. Here we go. Wait, take. We're running 54. Why ain't?
Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running behind center with Kamara. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 41. Kamara running out of the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. He put everything he had and brought in inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Saints push their lead to 3. Reed now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You could feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Complete out to the right. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Kill.
From the gun is Prescott. He throws a bullet to this. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
They send the tight end in motion. Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. Call it 4 yards from there, partner, and still some ground ahead. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Yeah, here we go.
They're running again. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring 1. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
It's Kamara on third down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
Less than a yard needed here on fourth. They'll run for this. And he's brought down for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dak now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Yeah! Here we go!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Another carry for him. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Yeah!
Touchdown, Dallas! No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Carr now on 1st and 10. Catch made by Allen. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
734.
Pressure coming for Carr. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Another run for Kamara. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Man in motion here. Shotgun now on 3rd down. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Carr here from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces he incomplete.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. So here are the Saints facing a consequential 2-point attempt.
6:37.
He's throwing for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late.
35. Saints 32.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Now a give left side. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Kind of like that punt returner, Kate, that's just looking for that lane to run. This guy just couldn't find it. Defenders beat him to the spot, left him to try and cut back, or simply take it out of bounds like he just did.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Yeah. Here we go. Right take. 47. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has a man, it's Brooks. And he got this close to midfield before going out. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
26.
Running it now out of the gun. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Caught it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Here we go. 26.
Running it after the penalty. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Prescott here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big...
Oh, no, the ball is loose. And they jump on top of it. Ooh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. This kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
7:34. Express. Hey, Raider 2.
Back to throw. This pass caught by Allen. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Setting up to pass. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? Keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
6:18.
Now to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again. Is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Back to the well again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Yeah! Here we go! Hey, kill! Kill! What do you think?
He's back to throw. Oh, he lost the football! And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And his kick is blocked. They've got the block near midfield. Off to the races, middle of the field. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Reed now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here we go!
Desperation time here on 4th. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Here he is to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Saints Saints make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So this will win on the road for the Saints. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL.